Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Today I'm doing a video on the gear that I used to own when I first started out. I thought it might help you guys, and I know I get a lot of questions saying, what camera did you start using, or what camera do you think I should buy? And I can't really answer that question, but I can show you what I first used, what I first started off with, and what worked for me. So the first camera that I ever bought was Canon 400D, and I got this when I was about 15 or 16. So first SLR that I ever got, and I paid my dad back for it over probably a couple of years it took me, and I really didn't get any lenses separately when I first got the camera. It just came with the kit lenses, so the 18 to 55mm, I think it's f5.6, something like that. Anyway, so I use the 18 to 55 a lot. It is kind of a good all-rounder lens. It's not the greatest quality. It's probably one of my least favourite lenses, but I mean, it's fine. For when you're first starting off, it's really good to experiment, and I used this thing like to death. And I mean, you can still get good shots out of it. It's not, that terrible, but yeah, so I use this lens a lot. It's probably one of my favourites to use. And as you can see, this is the back screen of it, so it is a lot smaller than my 5D Mark II. It's funny, when I first bought this thing I thought it was the heaviest thing in the world, and it was huge. And then I got my 5D Mark II, and it's definitely a little bit heavier, but the good thing is about it is that now I can sort of, I can tell you guys this is definitely light for a camera, and it was easy to carry around, and it really was a great first camera for me. I really couldn't have gotten, I feel like I couldn't have gotten a better camera, but it was perfect, so it really worked for me. Definitely recommend it for you guys. I mean, obviously I think they're up to like a Canon, I don't know, probably like a 700D and 800D, I'm not quite sure. This is definitely an older model, but same sort of thing. So the other lens that came with the kit lenses was a 90-300. I didn't really have much use for this lens, so I really can't even give you like a proper review on it, to be honest. It was, obviously it's a good lens for if you're photographing, I don't know, animals like from a faraway point, or if you want to do landscapes, or things like that. A lot of nature shots it's kind of good for, but I really didn't have much use for it because I've really always done portraits for the most part, so it's like a decent lens, I think, from when I've used it anyway. So they were my two kit lenses, and then I also got my50mm, which is f1.8, and I did talk about this in my video with the lenses that I currently use, so if you want to have a look at that video, because I can't actually show you at the moment, it's what I'm using to film this video, so it's a bit hard to show you guys, but I've already talked about it in my last video anyway. So they were the three main lenses that I got when I first started out. And to be honest, when I first started out, I really didn't know that much. This was before I'd done any study in photography, and before I'd even assisted other photographers on shoots, that sort of thing, so I didn't really know much about photography. I didn't really know what the lenses did. I had to kind of find that out as I experimented. Although I did get an extra 2 lenses that were not Canon, they were Tamron. So I got 2 Tamron lenses, and I really didn't know what these lenses did. I went into Harvey Norman, and the guy kind of didn't really explain them very well to me, but then again I didn't really know much at the time, so I just kind of thought, cool, new lenses, I need a new lens. I didn't even know if I needed a new lens, I don't think, but I got these, and I got so this one is the 11 to 18mm, 5 to 5.6, f5 to 5.6, great for landscapes. I'm not a landscape photographer, so I don't really know why I got this lens, but as I said at the time, wasn't very knowledgeable on certain lenses. I mean, it's very wide. It's a very wide lens, this one, which is kind of cool. And then this one is the 18 to 250, which is a little bit more, useful for me. It's a very good all-round lens, and you got a bit of, versatility with it for what you can use it for. Both of these lenses, from when I've tested them out, when I've experimented with them, they've been quite good. I mean, I didn't want to go and get more Canon lenses at that stage because I really didn't have the money to do that, and they are a lot more expensive. I think both of these lenses combined was about $1,000, so it's not too bad. I mean, probably these days you can pick them up cheaper online or wherever. I think they were pretty good lenses, you know. They did the job that I wanted them to do, apart from the 11 to 18 because I didn't really even need that lens, but I guess for, you know, landscape photographers, yeah, it probably works quite well. So they were the two lenses that I bought when I still had my 400D. Obviously with these ones I don't think I can use these with my 5D Mark II. I really haven't tried. I think that the 18 to 250 I definitely can't. I have tried that and I definitely can't with that one. So yeah, apart from that I didn't have any other lenses. The lenses I used most when I first started out were definitely my 50 and my 18 to 55. I use them all the time, and I mean I use this camera just so much when I first started out and experimented with it so much, and it, like I said before, it was just such a great camera, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone starting out, or the newer version obviously. As I said, I have been asked this question, like what I first started out with, and what I can recommend as far as if you're just starting out and you need a camera. I can't really answer that question like I said before, but I would definitely recommend this, you know. There's lots of cameras out there on the market these days, so definitely look around, but you know, I've always found Canon to be really good. So alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope it kind of helped answer any questions that you had about what I had when I first started, or if you're looking for a new camera or anything like that. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.